In 2003, the poker world witnessed a miracle. Not in a casino high-roller suite. Not from a millionaire with years of experience. But from an accountant from Tennessee. A man named Chris Moneymaker. Yes, that's his real name. Chris wasn't a pro. He wasn't even a regular at live tournaments. He was a 27-year-old amateur who qualified for the World Series of Poker main event through a $39 online satellite tournament on PokerStars. $39. That's all it took to enter the journey that would change poker forever. He battled his way through online players to win a $10,000 seat at the WSOP main event in Las Vegas. The biggest poker tournament in the world. 8,390 players. Millions on the line, and no one gave him a shot. But Chris didn't care. He sat down in that seat, calm and focused, hiding behind mirrored sunglasses and nerves of steel. He bluffed, battled, and bulldozed his way through poker legends, including Johnny Chan, a two-time world champion, and Phil Ivey, one of the game's most feared competitors. He even eliminated Ivey on day 6, cracking Ivey's pocket nines with a river ace.
Always loves pocket pairs.
He'll call it. Next in line is Jason Lester. Ivey with the lead with the 2 nines. Well, Lester with a couple of 10s. And at least before the flop, you figure he's going to stick around, and he indeed does call that.
We have 3 players in the spot.
Nobody else wants any action, and so we're going to get the flop now. Moneymaker, Ivey, and Lester in the hand. The flop comes 2 queens.
A monster flop for Chris Moneymaker, who makes 3 queens and becomes a prohibitive favorite.
Jason Lester checks, so the action to Moneymaker, you have to figure he's going to push things right now. And he does with 70,000.
I thought he might have pushed it more. Generally, you make a bigger bet there and you push out the competition. We always like to say better to win a small pot than lose a large pot. He's almost inviting calls right there with the 70,000. A big favorite in the hand.
Well, Phil Ivey is indeed going to take that bait, and he'll call it.
Yeah, Phil Ivey will call, and I guess for the 70,000 he'll call. He is well behind in the hand, doesn't know it. Jason Lester actually has a better hand than Phil Ivey right now. He decides he's going to stay out of harm's way. He doesn't want to get any trouble at this point. The next person knocked out doesn't make the final table, so Jason Lester.
Here comes the turn in. It's a 9, and that gives Phil Ivey a full house.
Miracle on 4th Street for Phil Ivey, who now has the full house and the better hand.
But nobody knows it here except Phil Ivey.
And there's no reason for Moneymaker to assume that Ivey had the pocket nines. So he's going to bet 200,000. Understandably, he just can't think he has that type of hand to beat him. He's got to believe the 3 queens are best right now. And Phil Ivey deciding what he's going to do, he's obviously going to play. And if and when he wins this sizable pot, Phil Ivey will put himself in terrific chip position for the final day.
I'm all in.
He is all in.
And quickly called.
The pot size is $1 million now.
9's full.
Yeah, Moneymaker is disgusted. He never could have assumed the 2 nines in the hole for Phil Ivey. And now he is going to need an ace, a queen, or a 6 on the river to win the hand, which would knock out Phil Ivey.
Moneymaker's looking for an ace on the river. Or another queen. Here we go. We're going to see one more card. It's an ace!
An ace!
An incredible knockout blow for probably the best player left in the tournament, who has gone down.
Oh, amazing. Phil Ivey loses with a
started whispering, "Who is this guy?" But Moneymaker just smiled. He had nothing to lose. Then came the final table, and the final showdown, Moneymaker versus Sammy Farha, a seasoned pro with a sharp suit, a cigar, and years of experience. Farha was confident, calm, ready, but Moneymaker? He wasn't just playing cards. He was making history.
When it's heads up, odd things happen.
flop comes 9-2-6. Farha has made a pair of 9s. Chris Moneymaker has nothing and checks for Farha as well. The turn is an 8.
And now they both have a spade draw.
300,000 from Sam Farha,
who has the pair of nines, and Moneymaker also has a straight draw and will raise.
There's a 300. No, I raise.
Very adamant about his raise.
Indeed. Still stacking chips. It's a big raise.
5 more.
500,000 is the raise.
It's quite a play. It's sort of a semi-bluff. He still could get there on a straight draw or flush draw, but he has nothing right now, and Sam comes right on in.
We're going to see the river card.
You said it's going to be over soon.
It may well be, and is a 3 of hearts.
Moneymaker doesn't get to either draw, and the pair of nines is best.
Come on.
Chris is all in.
Chris Moneymaker going all in with nothing.
A stunning play from Moneymaker, who missed his draws, has nothing, and now has put Sam Farha all in. He would have to put all his chips in, and if he lost this pot, he would be out of the tournament. Moneymaker bluffed at this once, and Farha came. He's now bluffing at it again.
You must have missed your flush, huh?
Sam's absolutely right.
This would be a tough, tough call for Sammy.
Is Chris bluffing this time?
No.
He ain't bluffed all night.
No.
It's quite a predicament for Sammy. He has a pair of nines. It's the best hand, but he can't know that. And if he calls this bet and loses, we're playing for the World Championship. If he's wrong, he's out of it. He's the runner-up. So it's really tough just to sit here and call with a pair of nines, particularly when Moneymaker has made 2 big bets in a row.
I'll make a crazy call on you. Could be the best hand.
Sam Farha trying to draw something out of Chris Moneymaker, but he's like a statue, afraid to make any sort of move.
Sam, you want to save yourself, you won't call.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, Sam.
Don't do it.
He is not going to do it. Chris.
In one of the boldest bluffs in poker history, Moneymaker went all in on the river with absolutely nothing. No pair, no draw, just pure heart. The last hand is where dreams come true, where he held 5-4 versus Farha's Jack 10.
5-4, 2 pair for Chris Moneymaker, 1 for Sam Farha.
Your top pair for Sam Farha, but once again, Chris Moneymaker has gotten another fortunate flop.
Chris Moneymaker checks now over to Sam Farha, who throws in a bet of $175,000. He's reaching.
I'm gonna raise.
The raise is $300,000 now. Back to Farha.
Okay, I'll go all in. Let's go.
I call.
Sam Farha goes all in, and Chris Moneymaker's going to call it.
One pair for Sam Farha.
And Sam sees the grim news, and with 2 pair, Chris Moneymaker, a statistical improbability to win this title at the outset, is now closing in on making it an incredible reality.
Turn card is an 8 of diamonds.
No help yet, and Farha, to stay alive, would need a jack, a 10, or an 8, or this is over.
1 card away from a new world, Chris Moneymaker.
This could be the last card of the 2003 World Series of Poker.
It's a 5.
With a full house Chris Moneymaker eliminates Sam Farhall, and the 27-year-old has stepped out of the virtual poker room and in a very swift and unlikely manner is atop the poker world.
It was over. Chris Moneymaker had won it all. $2.5 million, a bracelet, and a place in history. His win sparked the poker boom, a golden era where everyday players believed they could be champions too. Because if a guy named Moneymaker could do it, maybe they could too. Chris Moneymaker didn't just win a tournament. He changed the game, forever.